game. Alright, so this is the DominateDominion.com League of Legends Dominion Tournament number 53, week 53. We've broken... Sauron, I can see the real bands. They're still on the screen. It's Kale, Cast, and Timo in Italy.
Those champions are pretty OP. Vixer and Shundle, and Vigor.
I think that Vigor is like secretly a really, really good champion. It's just you have to be able to land those event horizons. If you can, he's an absolute monster. If you can't, well, he's like, ah!
Lol.
He gets splattered. But because it's a really long duration stun, it's a 2.5 second stun, and it can hit multiple targets. It also lingers for about 5 seconds on the map, so like people can they can use it to like wall off areas temporarily and stuff. The Dark Matter is great for like delaying and forcing position on points and things like that. And he erases your other AP.
What's going on with Nidorai, man? 'Cause he's going back now. Like Sauron said that his water broke, so I don't know.
Yeah, his cup died. We're just waiting on a couple of AFKs to finish. I got a few plugs to get out of the way, though. Dominate Dominion on YouTube. You can find videos from past events there. YouTube.com/DominateDominion. Or you can find them on the Twitch archives here under past broadcasts. Make sure to follow the stream. There's a little follow button down there. If you're a follower of the Dominate Dominion stream, we're going to give out a couple of $10 IP cards. Yes, Confi. Yes. Say yes, because my cursor, I have no idea where it is. And... we're giving out a couple of those, but only if you're following the stream, because we do stuff during the week, too. We do the tournament every Saturday. We've got streams going on during the week as well. We have an in-game chat channel. It's called Dominate Dominion. I will show you how to join it, man. I will show you exactly how to join it. Go down here in the bottom right corner. You click View Chat Room's control panel. You click Create or Join a Chat Room. You see Dominate Dominion. You type that in. And then you hit Enter. Bam. And you get in the chat room with all the rest of us dudes. And it's pretty cool.
We're a good bunch.
And we do a bunch. We do in-houses, and a lot of people stream. There's stream links all the time if you want something to watch. It's a really cool place to hang out, especially if you like Dominion gameplay and want to learn more about it. Also, my gaming clan, Vato Clan, at Vato Clan on Twitter. If you want to follow us, Dominate Dominion on Twitter at DominateDom. Genericke is just. He's here. You can find him here.
It's true. If just message me in games, be like, "Hey, bitch, let's do things." We'll be like, "Okay."
Yeah, man, let's do things like racquetball and chalk art. Yes.
It's a good time. I'd totally be down.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. And furthermore, if you want to check out my gaming clan's YouTube channel, youtube.com/VatoClan is where you can find videos, past videos of tournaments from here. You can find past videos of the 4-Players Liga Dominion tournaments, and also you can find a show that's a little bit behind. You can find a show called The Dominion Breakdown that I do, where we take a particular aspect of the game and talk about it in great detail. You can find about the history of North American Dominion. I did a video on that. I also did I did a video on runes in Dominion, on why you should take which kind of runes, and a whole bunch of other stuff. We just go through all the runes that there are and talk about if they're good, if they're bad, what ones are situational, all those things.
Can you please actually link that? Because I'm really interested to watch like some of those videos, like the history of Dominion. That actually sounds really cool.
Yeah, the history of Dominion video. We dug up some names for that. We dug up Forecourt Jester, who cast the only Dominion LAN that was ever held, which was Devastation LAN in October. It was October 7th, 8th, 9th. It was in Phoenix, Arizona, a long time back. In October 2011. We talked to Jellynecks. Of NESL's Conflict on the Crystal Scar, which is a Dominion tournament that ran for 29 weeks. We had Dominate Dominion's The Feed Ski on there as well, and we also had Sauron, a high ELO Dominion player, there to offer some insight about how competitive play changed over that time period. So, if you want to learn a little bit about the evolution of competitive play and stuff like that, from sort of an administrative tournament, like record-keeping thing, that's one thing to watch. And if you want to know which runes to take, which runes to not take, there's something for that there, too. And Dominate Dominion, the stream here, has streams during the week. Nick's 87 will be on Wednesdays. Dominate Dominion's owner, The Feed Ski, streams a bunch of times on here, too. You can watch him play Dominion. He's a lot of fun. And I've got a stream, too. I stream Dominion on there mostly. Sometimes I stream other stuff. Twitch.tv/Vato_Gandair if you want to check that out. It's very irregular, no schedule, just once in a while it pops up. I know some people are interested. They requested that I plug it. And I'm also going to up the minimap size a little bit in this next game here. That's enough about that. I'm going to go through these bans real quick. In the generic, I guess you can talk about the picks. These bans we're seeing Evelynn. Evelynn's a mobile AP champion. She can pop out of fat air and kill you. Jace, crazy damage. Percent damage. Accelerated shock blast. AoE chunks down your health. Durable character. That auto attack, man. Get that crit. It's pretty scary. And Elise is she's just hard to kill. In fights, she can play the position game. She's kind of durable. She can jump in the sky and then come back down wherever. She's got a stun the Spiderlings make. Walking around annoying. Wukong reduces his target's armor. AoE airborne. Hard to kill. Really bad combination. Him in combination with any other AD character means for bad times. Kha'Zix's getting banned because, well, he can jump over walls that other people can't. And he has insane single target damage. Difficult to kill as well because of the stealth, because of the jump, because of... You're following him, you're following. He jumps, turns around, kills you, and you're like, what? I was gonna make you die, but you ate me. And then Lulu, because she's a fast champion that turns all of her allies' hit points into a lie. Just when you thought you were going to kill someone, Lulu's like, boom! And their hit points are up, and you're like, I just hit you with a full combo. Your health didn't change. And then you look at Lulu and go, oh, damn. Now I'm going to get slowed by Glitterlance and turn into a small animal, and then you die. Lulu, dangerous character to let be on somebody else's team. There were also 4 chat bans that are somewhere that I accidentally copy-pasted the wrong thing.
Where are you guys, the chat bans? I think it was Timo, Nidalee, Kale, and someone else.
Cass, Kale, Nidalee, and Timo. Thank you, Eros McCousland, in the chat for having posted that. Kale is banned because late game Kale's damage is completely outrageous. She will just eat your whole team alive if you let her do it. But, you know, Kale's really, really fragile. However, late game, she can live long enough just to ruin everyone, and that's bad. She's a good way at sealing the deal on games sometimes. We also had Nidalee, whose poke is so good, it has to be mentioned twice that her poke is so good. If she lands just 1 or 2 spears, she can force someone off of a point. And to top that all off, she has a heal, so she can help her allies sustain, and durable and delay is the name of the game, and Nidalee helps that out so well. And she's just so difficult to deal with, because yes, you can dodge the spears, but she could just spam them so hard, and if you let even one of them hit you, I would rather ban her than have to micro for the entire game. My mouse would break so hard. And then we have Caston, who's got the best mobility in the entire game. Durable character. You build him tanky with a lot of mana, and you just keep him moving around the map. He can go anywhere and harass any point. Oh, were you trying to cap that? Null Sphere. Oh, were you trying to cap that? Null Sphere. Oh, were you trying to cap that? You get the idea. He just goes places and silences people, and just shows up at any fight that he wants to because he's so damn fast because of Rift Walk. Rift Walk with the speed shrines, it's absolutely brutal to deal with. He has usually a lot of health and mana, and you really can't do a lot to stop him except for coordinating multiple crowd controls in a row on him to lock him down long enough to kill him, and that takes so many resources. It's just better to ban him than to have to try and deal with him. And then lastly, Teemo. Because Teemo gives great map control with the mushrooms, he also gives vision with the mushrooms, he has a blind, does a lot of damage, high movement speed. He can die, but you're going to get hurt real bad by the time you die. That's why those characters get banned. You want to kind of go through the picks real quick? We got, like, 4 minutes before the game starts?
Yeah, it should be a good time. On Paisley and Child Support, we have Tristana first. Tristana as an AD carry, I don't actually see her that often, but she does have a lot of range towards the late game. I think she's one of the strongest AD carries late game, other than maybe like a Vayne and Kog'Maw. Really strong AD carry. She's also really safe. That's the key thing about Tristana. Like, Ezreal's safe at all points in the game. Tristana's rocket jump, as well as her ultimate, helps keep all the bruisers off of her and helps keep her damage up high. We see Zyra. Zyra is a plant skank who knocks everyone up and has plants everywhere. She's got a lot of AoE teamfight potential, a lot of control, really solid champion. Annie we just saw last game. Annie, kind of a stun bot, lots of damage from her, lots of control from her, and she's also surprisingly tanky for a little girl. She also has AoE stuns that she can offer other than like single target stuns. Really solid AV champion pick. Jarvan is being played by Buddha Rice. Jarvan is also a really good tanky DPS champion. He has a lot of utility that he can offer to his team. He also has an ultimate with probably the most bugs in the game, but despite that, it's still really useful. He can knock people up. He can offer attack speed boost to his team. He can trap people into rumble ults. It's just nasty. Then we have Convertarius playing Gragas. Gragas is really drunk all the time, but he's also a really strong bot laner. He has a lot of sustain with his passive, and he can also just poke things down. He's surprisingly safe. But on top of that, because of his W, his thing where he drinks beer, he gets really tanky too. So he's really hard to kind of take down and kill. His ultimate's also really strong in terms of like team fight potential. It helps keep him safe, knocks people off of him, and he also has a surprising amount of mobility with his body slam. On Jellynecks, we have Nidoran Man playing Sona. Sona is a really strong support. Lulu's the strongest support on Dominion, but in second place is probably Sona. She offers a lot to her team. She has a lot of really great poke, really awesome auras that her team can benefit from. And her AoE ultimate also is great for team fights. It offers a lot there. Amumu is a really strong tank, probably one of the best tanks on Dominion. He also offers a lot of crowd control with his bandage toss. His AoE ult is nasty for team fights. It shuts down everyone who's inside of it for about 2 seconds, other than like casting spells. He's really tanky. And the other thing is he's a tank who also deals percent health damage. So if anyone's trying to kind of like be sneaky and build high health, he also takes them down. Ezreal is being played by Talith BA. I think Talith is really well known for his Ezreal play. Ezreal is such a great AD carry. He's so safe. He can poke things down really from a long distance too. And he also has a global ultimate that he can offer to his team on a really low cooldown, and that can be used to interrupt points. So if you really want like a really safe AD carry who also does a lot of damage and also offers a lot of utility, Ezreal's a really great pick. And then we have Urgot. Urgot is a nasty champion. He's an AD caster kind of a deal from ranged. His passive reduces damage for whoever he auto-attacks, but he also has a shield, and he also has an ultimate that gives him an armor and magic resistance boost, so like if he's ever worried that he might lose a 1v1, he's got like all that stuff just to make sure he won't. Lots of range on him too. If he can land a grenade on you, he zones you out. So he just does this annoying thing where he deals like a moderate amount of damage while taking like absolutely no damage. And his ultimate also allows his team to make a lot of really cool plays. He can shift key targets into really unfortunate positions, and they can kind of like cave in on that target or like make sure that they're like off to the side and not bothering them in team fights. So a really solid champion. And then Sauron's playing Karma bot lane. We saw that last game. Karma has a lot of sustain. She has really decent AoE wave clear with her Q. She has a shield that gives her a movement speed boost, and she's also fairly safe in that respect. Overall, really solid champion, and she's also getting buff next patch to be even stronger. So yeah, those are the picks.
Remember, guys, tournaments are free to enter. They happen every single week. Next week is Dominate Dominion number 54. If you were going to play Dominion anyway, why don't you come out and play in the tournament?
Dude, it's fun.
Get a chance to win some RP, get a chance to play some draft Dominion,
Oh, the cool
and
kids are
maybe
doing
get your
it.
game cast. We're not cool kids, man. We're not playing. Darn. We could be cool.
I played it before. I'm really cool. And that
You
game
used to
even
be
said
cool,
so.
but then you defected.
It's true.
Alright.
Oh well.
Look at these two teams here, though. These are the finals. This is going to be the finals. Game 1 of the DominateDominion.com League of Legends Dominion Tournament. This is number 53's finals. And this is going to be Pays Evelynn Child Support versus Jellynecks. Pays Evelynn Child Support is going to consist of Infeed playing as Tristana, Booberry playing as Zyra, Painkiller playing as Annie, Buddha Rice playing as and Confidarius playing as Gragas. I'm one half of your casters. I am Gandair, and casting with me is...
Generic. On team Jellynecks, we have Nidoran Man playing Arcade Sona, Nix87 playing Amumu, Talith BA playing Striker Ezreal, Commander Peoples playing Urgot, and Sauron playing Traditional Karma. Also, random tangent, I'd like to point out, I linked my Twitter earlier, and I'm very happy to see that, like, I don't have a lot of really sketchy people following me now. My follower list is still the same, so I'm good.
I don't know, man. Random people on the internet.
Oh, God.
Karma didn't get an art update. She got a model update. But Buddha Rice playing as Jarvan the Fourth.
That's it, yeah.
I retract my and replace it with a Jarvan. This new Jarvan skin is so good. I really like it.
It's so it really is beautiful.
I want to see someone cosplay that. Like, oh man.
I don't know. I feel like it's not half naked enough for my kind
Actually,
of
you know what?
like.
I know people that work at Renaissance festivals that could make that. Oh man, that could be like big commission business. I'm gonna take that idea to my friends that work in leather. Be like, hey guys, do you want to make a replica of this? We'll get you mad views on the internet, and they'll be like, what's the internet? And I'm like, don't play dumb. Everybody has smartphones. Travel the country and sell things at Renaissance festivals. Everyone has the internet. That's the world that we live in today. Alright. Load into the game here.
Yeah.
I just realized I've dropped 154 frames this stream so far. That means somewhere I lost 3 seconds? Yeah, that means I lost 3 seconds somewhere.
Gandair, you're letting us down.
I know.
How could you?
Get this graphical blink once in a while, too, on my screen. I don't know if anyone's noticed that or not. Alright, so, looks like, who's going to go bottom lane? We don't know. You need ground for those, Zyra. What are you doing? That doesn't go there.
My mind is exploding.
It's the eye of Sauron.
Actually, it's really cool to do that, because you have, like, the blank area underneath, so you can cast a bunch of random spells over there and just see, like, the actual full particles of them, and just see, like, how incomplete some of them are.
Gotta address something in the chat. If Jellynecks wins against Pay 7 Child Support, they do not get the bounty, because they are made up of members from Point Defense and Blind Pick Banditos.
Yes.
Like, it has to be a new team.
Sadly, the $300 bounty was not claimed this tournament, but that means for any new people or people who want to keep playing the tournaments or join the tournaments, the bounty is still there. Y'all should try and get it.
What items are they using? That's a good question. Let's see. Netherrare Man. Netherrare Man is the new Jellynecks.
Oh, the chat. I know you can't, like, show it, but just this chat is just filthy and I love it.
That's why it stays hidden. People are like, why don't you show chat? One of these days, I'm just gonna, like, screenshot some stuff said in chat and be like, that's why.
Oh, dear.
Well, Zenaro, I hear rumors that if it's not claimed by a certain date, and I don't remember the date, it's just a rumor. I don't know if anyone has a confirm on it or not, but I heard that if it's not claimed by a certain date, it will just straight up be an open tourney prize. If Pex wins, they keep their money. That's just what it's gonna be. I heard something about maybe June. That will be hype, man.
Yeah. I thought it was sooner, but, like, I guess not.
What is that, $75 per person?
I can math good, I think so. No.
No, it's not.
That was 4 people.
Like, 300 divides by 5.
It's 60.
This. It's 60.
There we go. It's like I might be. Actually, I'm pretty decent at math. I'm just not using my brain. That's a great walking animation.
Walk this time. Someone took time to code these walking animations. We're gonna make sure that the world sees them. There we go. Firing off over the wall right there. A couple of skill shots
That's a poke right off the bat.
They just want to hurt people.
Something interesting.
Gun arm.
Something interesting I'm seeing that all the like top teams are doing now is that they're having 2 people cap the midpoints instead of just 1 person.
It gives more money that way. Like total team-wise, it gives more money.
So I think it also helps you reach the top point faster, so you're like 2v3 for a little bit of time, but you're fine otherwise.
Yep.
Leader Iron Man taking a bit of poke, but he's stoner, so he kind of heals it back. Lots of health potions being used.
Yeah, Zyra. Open up.
We see an engage from Buddha Rice though. They're all closing down on him. Buddha Rice taking so much damage. Can't get Sona. Nyx 87 also a really solid painkiller, taking so much damage too. That engage just did not work out for them. Really good job though from that team is in Field of 5. Jellynecks.
That's
really good job.
Straight up Tristana. I just realized, I don't think we've seen Tristana ever.
Yeah, like, she is once again really safe, but I think she has a little bit too much wind-up time.
He looks like he's going AD Tristana, too. No boots, Gress is first. That's interesting.
It's infeed. Infeed's really good, too, so... I'm sure we'll see it work out
If
eventually.
Invid plays it, I trust it. He's played Nasus and Vigor before, and everyone says they're awful. Now he's playing Tristana, and everyone says Tristana's awful. So we'll see. Buddha Rice, you can't beat up Talith. He has an Arcane Shift. He a Painkiller. Oh, Painkiller can. Commander Peoples up there. Might get Buddha Rice down, and uh-oh! Peoples, that's not safe. Durable and delay. J4 up there keeping Peoples tied up so he couldn't get down and interrupt the capture here at the point.
Really good job there, yeah. Bot lane, nothing too exciting is going on. Looks like Sauron's taking some harass. Confitari's doing a really good job kind of sustaining himself, getting control of the relic area. However, it looks like Nidorari Man has been looking at the flowchart, and they're getting a gank onto Confitarius. Seems so rude.
That cask landing in just the right place to push Sona into the wall and keep her there. He's gonna ooga booga through that wall right there. Gragas right on through it.
That poor house is probably in shambles now that guy just ran through it.
I don't think it's a house. It's like some sort of
Shack?
Robosaurus.
There's something there.
I don't know. It's a furnace monster. People's over here at the side, eating up on a little bit of minions. Nyx A7 up here also eating up on a little bit of minions. Sona in the middle of the map, freaking me out because that's a dangerous place to be. Painkiller and Buddha Rice. Beware tall grass. Right there. Be careful. Tall grass has bad things in it. Oh, the eye of Sauron is upon you. Everything you do, he's gonna see.
Lots of taunting and jokes going around from both teams. They're very wordy.
Uh-oh, Nyx caught Infeed right there, locked him down. Nope, rocket jump, getting out. J4 with Cataclysm, though. Boxing in Painkiller and Buddha Rice. Great damage right there, though, on them. However, it's not going to be enough for them to clean up that fight.
Tristana, so safe. She had her cleanse. She managed to cleanse outside of the Amumu ultimate. Got to win the fight.
Zyra putting down a lot of hurt in that fight.
Yes. Really good response from Hazel and Child Support with that engage right there. They managed to turn it around and pick up a 4-0 exchange.
That's why Hazel and Child Support is currently the #1 team in Dominion. They once upon a time had a 17-week win streak.
Broken only by Cheese Enema with Wowix on Shaco.
I kept telling everybody, Cheese Enema could do it. Nobody believed me, and then they did it, and I'm like, guys, see, I knew they could do it.
Has Pooters ever gone up against them? Because I feel like if Wowix was able to with Shaco, Pooters might be able to deal with them too.
A long, long time ago, yes. Dominate Dominion single digits somewhere. You'd have to find the VOD for it someday. But right now, J4 looking around for Sauron on the bottom, like, nope. They went the wrong direction. They can't quite catch Sauron. Tag him with the, uh-oh, J4. That's not a good place to be.
Dangerous.
He's not dangerous. He's dead. He can't be dead and dangerous. That's Karthus.
Saying it's dangerous where he was.
Oh, okay. Talith, that's a Jumanji. Stay away from that. Commander Peoples right there getting caught up in a little bit himself right there. Zyra really chipping away at people with his plants. Look how much damage that dealt to Talith PA right there. He's down at like 40% of his health from that. Oh, nice slow from Netherrare Man Sona.
And the ult
bang
takes him down.
Good shot there. Getting the revenge for putting all that DPS on him. Gonna force Gragas back away from the point there. So if you need the enemy to retreat from the middle, go ahead and start backcapping that point. It's going to bring Gragas out away from here, which should give Sauron time to beat up on the minions and get like a recall out.
Get some items, get some health. Get a lot stronger. That's one thing as a bot laner that's really vicious but kind of smart to do, is if you can somehow try and force the bot laner to never go back. Like, even if you know you can't kill them, never let them leave lane, and they're never going to get really strong.
Whoa, that was interesting. I think Tristana just dragged the Moo with the bandage toss right there. Caught her with it and rocket jump at the same time. It looked really awkward on the screen. Your rocket jump in for Nyx now. And Nyx taking the damage right there. There goes the vision. And things are not going so well for our friends, the Jellynecks.
Hazel and Child Support just has so much control. They're doing a really good job. It looks like they're going to make a... Nope, they're not going to make a play for the bot lane point. I'm wrong. They're just going to chill in that bush for a bit. That's actually a really smart place to set up. I've never thought of that. I always think to like set up around the speed shrines, but like that gives you a lot of options right there. They know that. Sauron knows.
Sauron says, "Son, I know you're here. Freeze! It's the police."
By the way, Jumanji was an awesome movie.
It was. It was very fun.
It was a good time.
CGI that time. Buddha Rice gonna get this relic uncontested though, and it looks like Jellynecks making a play for the top point now. He's going to drag everything up here. Defensive garrison goes down. They're not going to have any of that. And he's going to start the fight up here at the top. But they have a big creep wave formed up here. And even with the garrison, that might not be it. Oh, Zyra putting down the damage there. But still really doesn't stop the minions from capping it. They might get that neutral. They are going to get that neutral. Now they have to fight over that point. No one has defender's advantage. Nyx locks down 3 people right there. And oh, Infeed not quite able to get out of that fight. Things might be turning around for Jellynecks now if they can keep this up. The exhaust on Talith PA really going to limit his damage dealt this fight. Gets the triple, and is he going to be... He can see...
Oh, man.
He just needs an anything.
Can Talith do it?
No.
Too far.
Not
really good job.
quite.
Tristana is coming in. Looks like she's going to engage onto Ezreal.
Tristana's angry.
Shut down.
Gets the kill. And the thing about Tristana is that a rocket jump resets the cooldown if she manages to get the kill or assist.
Yes, she can
so
ride
she
the
can
reset
go in there,
train.
Get the kill, get out, and just laugh.
Katarina, Darius also have reset chains. I think Kha'Zix has a reset chain you can go on.
With his leap, yeah.
Yep. There's a few
Kali has
characters.
resets.
Kali doesn't have full resets. She just gets an extra Shadow Dance charge.
Yeah,
That doesn't really
true.
count.
I know
But she still has
gets,
to follow its cooldown. I think that's it.
Yi also gets resets if he activates as
yeah.
well.
Mash G, man, let's make it all cooldown reset team. Watch one guy die and the entire team just go bang.
Oh god, that'd be awful.
That'd be a fun
Just
game
that
to
first
call.
kill would be so hard, but like after that.
Ooh, uh-oh, fight breaking out up at the top,
Infed
though.
getting caught out, but
Infeed
gets
just
away.
gonna leave. Got that rocket pack, and if you had a rocket
Sauron.
pack strapped to your Yordle, then you would use it too.
Sauron getting 3v2 ganks by Painkiller, Competarius, and Blood Rice. He does burn his revive though, manages to prevent Painkiller from going back to help Pazel and Child Support deal with Jellynecks trying to get their midpoint. They do, however, manage to get back now. Competarius is going back to grab the Held Relic. They're going to try for this midpoint. They do get the neutralize, and the team fight's going to break out here, but they're very low. Poor Jellynecks. Blood Rice also taking a lot of damage. Commander People is trying to get the ultimate, but kind of fails. They are going to focus down on someone. Infeed, it looks like. Taking a lot of damage to get him down finally. Painkiller, however, dealing so much damage to Ezreal. Tibbers is also out. Try and chase her down. And Jarvan comes in. Takes down Commander Peoples.
J4 was almost killed by a stray shot from Talith PA during that fight too, as it was recalled. It was really close to hitting him.
That was awesome though, because yeah, he was really low health, but the fact that he was able to go back and get back into the fight was awesome.
And looks like Buddha Rice is going to take that back. Talith PA is recalling, so there's not going to be anyone there too. Wow, look at Zyra and Annie. Perfectly symmetrical fighting, man. That explains AP champions pretty well. Look at Gragas doing the exact same thing. There's just kind of really only one way to build AP champs right now. Unless you want to be suboptimal for fun, you know? You can still have fun builds. They're not as optimal, but... You know, APs might need a little bit of a look. Blackfire Torch might be the best item in existence. Nyx A7, turn around for Painkiller right there. Land the Acid Hunters, so People's just chipping away right there. Does get that
Great
kill.
job, People.
Oh, Nyx
However,
getting
3v1 for Commander Peoples goes down. Talith, yeah, it's trying to get them down, but it's a 1v3, and Talith is made a carry. He does ult, however, interrupts the point, so it's not quite neutralized yet. It looks like he's probably going to have to back off soon. Budarice trying to zone him away.
Oh man, the damage from Blueberry right there. Oh, Talith PA doesn't like Tristana. Zyra gets the kill anyway, though. Power cord right there to finish off that plant. This Tristana, man, this has been a little wacky. This game. I mean, look at his build so far. I mean, it looks like he's going IE, right?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a little scary.
I figure if anyone could do it, though, it's Tristana. Because Tristana is definitely the late game AD carry. And Tristana gets the most benefit from those kind of items in the first place. So they kind of have to make it through the weaker early game to get there. And they're doing a really good job so far. They have all 3 points. They're able to deal with it.
Nyx going in to deal with Buddha Rice right there. Painkiller just boldly charging in. He's got that Molten Shield up, and that Molten Shield gives so much Cataclysm right there. Boxing them in, keeping them in range of Infeed and Annie there. But no, he's just going to rocket jump right out into Talith PA, though. Gets blasted back with the Buster Shot there, and just getting stalked by Talith PA now.
We do see Talith PA getting cut out by Annie and the rest of the team.
Oh man, that arcane shift, Talith PA knows how to AD carry. Buddha Rice is trying to connect with him.
Beautiful cleanse from Infeed, getting the Mumu off of him.
Man, this run that Talith's on is ridiculous. Look at that! That's how you play Ezreal, guys.
That was awesome. One thing that kind of took the fight in their favor was I think we saw Amumu and Urgot. They all attacked the same target. It was either Urgot or Tristana. So what happened was Urgot started suppressing the target, but then Amumu also banished toss to it, and right when he did, Amumu went to the point. They switched over, so Amumu was no longer in his face.
Oh, nice cast by Confi right there. Sauron, Confi having a disagreement of sorts. Sauron might be able to burst Confi down. Oh, especially now. I don't know if Confi's got enough mana to put the hurt on him. Looks like some support coming down. Netherman going to heal Sauron up a little bit. Gonna maybe break this lane for a little bit right here. Zyra coming down too. Things are going to get icky down here. In just a moment. I'm not going to miss this bottom lane fight, man. Oh, they're just going to recall. They're not actually going to fight. They're having breakers come down.
What is this?
Up at the top, though, J4 is going to J4 on through that wall and kind of zone Peoples and Nyx back. Because with Infeed and Painkiller right there, this is just one Cataclysm away from just being a completely unmitigated disaster. Especially with Position Reverser down. And no flashes or anything to be had right here.
Yeah, Urgot and Amumu have no way to get out of that ult unless they target someone else, and Urgot with his thing down is just
so
not going
to
to
if they get boxed in and Tibbers gets dropped in there, it becomes effectively a brick oven. Bake Talith PA to 450 degrees for 10 minutes and then remove. Wait, maybe that's a cake. I'm not sure. Blueberry getting caught there by Sona a little bit. Painkiller turned around to kind of respond to that, but I don't think you should extend too much. I'd be afraid for his health if he did. But they know better than I do.
We do see them making a play for the midpoint, though. Which is a smart move to make right here, because right now they have a lot of jungle control, because all of Evelynn child support has been pushed into Vision. We see Annie coming down to try and stop them, however Nyx is there to respond. So it's going to be Nidoran and Nyx beating up on Painkiller.
Oh.
We do see Tibbers come down, though. The Painkiller's taking so much damage from Nyx. Nyx is just so tanky. Food Rice coming down, trying to get onto Sona. We see the ult come down, and he's also trapped in there with Tibbers. In that stone oven. And Nidoran Man goes down. See Nyx getting caught out by Buddha Rice and Painkiller and Infeed as well. And Blueberry's up top, making sure that the point is nice and defended. So they were split up, they managed to neutralize the midpoint, however Evelynn child support was able to respond very effectively to that play. They were able to get their point back and also get a 3-for-0 exchange.
10k to... Wow, whoa. Gragas is ahead by about 700 gold down the bottom lane.
Oh,
that's
wow.
An okay amount, but that's really not enough to get a significant item advantage, though. And Infeed coming down right here, let's increase that gold gap a little bit. That's what's going to happen. Infeed with the gank. Tristana can gank like crazy, that rocket jump. Pretty good talent to have.
That's funny. Sauron's saying that he couldn't exhaust Tristana because Confitarius' model was too large.
That's actually a real thing. Click blocking is very, very a big deal.
I was phrasing that very nicely. Once again, you guys can't see the chat for good reasons.
That's something you gotta worry about. When you have people with big character models like Gragas, like Cho'Gath, you have to worry about that. Netherman getting airborne up there throws off the defensive crescendo right there. And Nyx is trying to keep people locked down, trying to keep Talith PA alive, and he keeps start shifting away and away and away and away. He's just so good at kiting back and trying to deliver that damage from as safe a distance as he can. But Infeed Tristana gets scarier every minute that the game goes on longer.
Yeah, as is Infinity Edge and Phantom Dancer now. So we see so much damage output right now from Tristana. As soon as Tristana gets some armor penetration, there's nothing that they can do. You do see a bit of aggression in between Commander Peoples and Confitarius, but Commander Peoples isn't really amounting to much. Infeed doesn't really have to protect him. We do see Sauron coming back down though to the bot lane. Kind of to try and help out. Gonna catch Infeed. But Infeed ults her away.
That shot. That knockback's been priceless all game long. Nyx catches Painkiller up there. Blueberry looking for the shot through the wall, doesn't find it, unfortunately. They're trying to get this point down. J4 has not gotten up here yet. Once J4 gets up here, that's going to change the dynamic of the fight in a big way. So there's the defensive garrison. There's the Cataclysm. Netherman Man's going to get shut down right there. Not able to tag Painkiller before he retreats. Now it's Talith PA versus the world, but he might be able to get Pain. Yes, he does get Painkiller. Dies, unfortunately, in the exchange. He didn't really have enough health to be able to get back up and delay anyway, even if he did.
Bowling was kind of interesting. We saw Sauron and Commander Peoples down there. Commander Peoples unfortunately got cut out by Confitarius and Infeed. But Versad was able to get away and defend the point long enough for the rest of Jellynecks to kind of respond to it. Even though Sauron did go down, they did manage to get Confitarius down as well, and Infeed is super low. Big plays bot lane, really impressed with Sauron with how he was able to stall at that point for his team to respond to it.
Oh, it was mentioned earlier about click blocking. Click blocking is also a big reason why Thresh isn't really played that much, because sometimes I can't click the lantern. One of my teammates is in the way, a minion's in the way, people, or just something is in the way, and I actually can't click on it. And they're like, how come you didn't click the lantern? And I'm like, I'm sorry. And that's why characters like Annie and Amumu sometimes just really hard to deal with, because you just can't click them. There's no targeting command with buttons other than the mouse. Amumu there with a pretty good ult right there. right there.
That thing, right there, yeah.
But, unfortunately, he was... Whoa! Talith PA raced!
He just had too much fear, couldn't take it.
Man, when the keg is as big as you, Ezreal, you can't have any more. I'm sorry. Ezreal, I'm gonna have to card you. That great play by Gragas right there. Popping up from the behind, throwing down the cask, and giving a free trip back to the summoner platform to Talith PA's Ezreal. And Gragas, do a barrel roll.
You see at Jellynecks, they're trying to find their way right now. Commander Peoples is going to get the Relic over. Booterice is there to stop him. They're trying to get vision on the midpoint, trying to figure out what's going to happen with this exchange, and it looks like we're... Oh no! Commander Peoples almost gets out, but he was stopped unfortunately. Booterice still beating up on him. Talith BA zoning away Painkiller. And Commander Peoples saved by Sauron. Great play.
Oh, the tether.
Awesome Infeed getting caught out, but it looks like he manages to get away because it's Tristana is that safe.
Buster shot, they were here, and then they ended up over here and over here. That's some distance. Fight falling back now towards the drill right there. Painkiller getting taken down, and that's going to give them a man advantage heading up towards the top, and they might be able to storm that and take it if they act quickly here. The only problem is, well, you know, I don't think Infeed can take all of that by himself. Annie and J4 are down. J4 is going to be on his way. If they delay long enough, Jarvan might get here in time to be able to deal with this. And oh man, Nyx with that stun into Ezreal ult. Great play up there. Zyra getting taken down so fast. And Infeed's just going to recall because he knows there's just nothing he can do in this situation. Can't 1v4 very well as a Tristana. This doesn't tend to work out. Sauron recalling down here in the bottom lane. The gold is... wow, it's actually about 1,000 gold difference in Gragas' favor right now. So Gandair is actually doing pretty good in the bottom lane, but not overwhelmingly so that he's really running the show. Clock stopped at 15. And they're going to need to do some work. Oh, Cataclysm! That's J4 doing some kind of work right there. Boxing Nyx and Sona, Netherrare Man, in there, and that's not a good situation for them to be in. Confidarius, Stratus coming up. Sauron coming up from the bottom lane, too. The goalies have been pulled up from the back there. And Confidarius, what? Oh, that was sad.
Almost stayed alive, but not quite. You see the Ezreal coming down on Infeed, stopping him. Beautiful play from Ezreal. That's what they need. They can't let them get that point, but Zyra's zoning them away. Oh man, Zyra's not going to let them get to that point and stop the neutralization and eventual capture.
Zyra is the jungle. And J4 is going to get that point. They still do have enough time to cap it back if they sweep. But it's seconds,
tough, yeah.
Man.
Oh
seconds.
Man. Talith and Nyx, you have to do something. Talith getting knocked up sadly.
Oh no, I think that's it.
Oh man.
Oh man, Tristana's gun thing's out of control. And pays him on child support. It's gonna take game 1. We have a RP card to give away
great.
After this game. I think we're gonna go into game 2.
Towards the end there, Tristana wasn't quite Jace's level of damage, but it was still pretty crazy.
Okay, and let's go to the launcher screen right here. Ta-da! Seeing that post-game lobby, let's take a look at that damage dealt. Whoosh! Karma doing the most damage in that game. And on Peso and Child Support, it's actually pretty even spread across all their characters. about who was doing what there. Let me go ahead and kick over to the overview screen, and I'm going to grab a hold of FeedSki real quick, and then, guys, follow the Twitch channel, because we're going to give away $10 worth of RP